I got something in my mind I want to share with all of you, Army. How's it going? We got to be honest. That's the first step to financial freedom. I will never stop buying XRP. Immediately, let me know if you share the same opinion. Maybe. With everything and all the chaos that we're seeing, the collapses, the crashes, the manipulation right now, I'm hearing one side of the aisle saying that we're going to head into a recession, that it's going to get really bad. I mean, that some investors that I follow, influencers and big people, the hedge funds, whatever, they're already preparing and moving money away from the US in other different markets. But I also hear some other people saying that XRP is going to go to $20 and it's going to be ballistic mega rally and a bull market like we've never seen before. Who has the right answer here? Like, let's be honest for a second during this weekend, guys. I don't have it. I'm going to be the first one to tell you immediately here in the video. But then, what are we supposed to do? Little by little, prepare with our positions and say, if everything that's going on right now, it's really bad, then why XRP is holding this well? Why is Bitcoin holding at 80? And why is the crypto market is still at 2 to 3, roughly in the middle, trillion in market cap, right? Like, we want to see much higher levels and we're not collapsing yet, but the stocks are already trembling. By the end of this video, guys, I'll tell you how never stopping a purchase on XRP can really help your journey. And I think it's helping mine, right? Because the Bitcoin is going to do well. I think Ethereum still has some left, gas left in the tank. But the next mega coin and project is called XRP. And we've been discussing that for many months now. People have done it for years, right? Why things are about to change. But, Levi is one of those content creators too that's saying this a lot, like $20. And I'm like, can $20 happen for XRP? The answer is yes. One of the big reasons that we have, guys, is all the ETFs that are pending, that are waiting right there online, because none of them have been approved by the SEC, because we still don't have an official SEC chairman. So, Oscar, when we go back to the price of XRP and you see this, we are nicely consolidated since right here. Let me close this. This was the end of March, all the way to, the first week of April. I want to take you guys to this journey where, we're not, throwing away the situation where a potential recession can come. Why would you say? I mean, Trump is in the office, it's in office. Things are, with tariffs, are obviously creating a lot of chaos and havoc and concerns and worry. But I think they know what they're doing. It's all really in the markets, in the Fed, and how people react and how consumers are reacting. And some of them are creating this picture that it's all going to be bad, right? Especially mainstream media. But we're investors, right? We are seeing the numbers. We're actually looking at the real numbers. And yeah, the markets are shaking, but there are some other markets like crypto that are doing exceptionally well compared to. Everybody, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notification bells. I'm not going to stop buying XRP. And I think if you're watching, if you're really paying attention, guys, all of these are the new technologies of the future. And I'm not telling you to go all the way to the top 100, 300, 500, because there's a lot of projects that are going to go to zero. I'm not going to be lying to you pretending that all the projects are going to explode and do well. No, that's a lie. But out of all the projects, we have 13 million cryptos. 13 million cryptos. Not all of them will do well. Not all of them will survive. And that's only on CoinMarketCap listed. There's maybe 100 million crypto projects, right? So 80% of them will crash and will never see the light of day. But I agree that if you are putting your trust, your money, your retirement, if you're putting a lot of effort and money right now, like I'm doing, in the top 5, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, or Solana, I think we should be more than well. excluding all the stables. Like, if I buy Ethereum right now and I'm thinking, ooh, in 5 years, I think it's going to be lower than 1700, then why are we even in crypto? If I buy one Bitcoin right now and I have the mentality of, ooh, I think in 5 years it might be 60,000, then why am I buying Bitcoin right now? You follow me? Like, what's going on right now, guys, can change in a week, in a month. If you realize that in the last 60 days, February and March, 60 full days that Donald J. Trump has now enacted so many different changes in the United States that are affecting everybody. China is not going to play easy, and they're already imposing tariffs. Many other countries are already retaliating and showing disdain because the US is putting a bunch of tariffs on them. That's normal. But, I've heard people say, oh, it's going to be another 2008 mega crash. I want to make sure that you're aware that it can get really ugly. It can get really, really ugly, fam. But when it gets really ugly, that's when I buy. If you guys want to get in and get some positions, shorts, longs, click the first link down below and join me on BTCC, fam. A few things that I want to show you here on the screen, but this is one where you can deposit, sign up, start trading. I got like around 2,000 people total trading already and already using this. About 300 active traders that are already getting some positions. So big shout out to them, and link down below where you can sign up. No VPN, no KYC, and a bunch of rewards. All right. I am excited for this. I'm excited for BlackRock. I'm excited for the big whales that are manipulating everything. I mean, guys, there's just literally nothing you and I can do. There's literally nothing that you and I can do to stop it. Nothing. Nothing to tell Trump, nothing to tell BlackRock, nothing to tell Ripple. Well, maybe that will be the closest that we could change if we all together talk to Brad or the Ripple team, right? But realistically speaking, fam, they already have a plan. They already have an agenda. They already have some goals that they're going to meet. And you and I are in the middle of the crossfire. And you got to decide, well, am I going to just leave crypto because things are about to get much worse? Or am I going to take the opportunity and say, this might be my last chance to buy before we actually rip? Because if you think about it, it's probably, I mean, it's been since November, since XRP was 50 cents, went to 3.30 something, right? So right now, we need something out of this world to really bring the price back up to 3 plus. And it might take us a while to get there. There's something, right, that the markets are not feeling super bullish. The markets, I mean, not you and I. I mean, we are part of the market, but I mean like the big accounts, the ones that really control everything, right? They're not buying right now, but they're sending a message. The message is they're not collapsing XRP. They're not collapsing crypto. I guess we'll have to wait for next week to have more sample size, more compelling evidence, because the worst day in many years just happened for the stock market here in the United States. And crypto is like, first time, bro. You feel me? So you need more XRP. You need to get your facts straight. You need to get your mindset ready, because what's going to happen is either going to be really good or really bad. It could be a nice $3-4 pump by the end of 2024. And people are like, but I thought we were going to crash. And we pumped. Or it could take us to under $2, 150, 140. People are selling and panicking, right? It just depends. But by looking at the data, guys, and with this I end, we know about inflation. We know about how that is sticky and how rates are going to be a pressure point for Trump and the Fed. And by next month, May, the next FOMC meeting, That's when everything's gonna be decided. And then June, right? But I think Trump has the entire month of April to carefully work the economy so things don't get out of control and people just don't start completely panicking. We'll have to see, but I'm really happy where we're at. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. Just wanted to give you some thoughts so you could, start thinking up a little bit differently. Because yeah, price predictions, TA, we always like it, but so many things that I kind of like had in my head, and I just wanted to share with you. Like and subscribe, fam. Peace.